I'm so different. Nothing like them other niggas. Nothing like them other niggas. Nothing like them other niggas. Shawty, you so different.
Hey man, what it do, man? It's your boy Easy with another video. And today we will be reacting to the best picador stories by Steve Wilkos. Let's get this shit rolling.
In the early days of my show, I created a little game I like to call Pick a Door. It's a simple game with two choices. Pick a new life, or pick the same situation that landed you on my show. Over the years, I've challenged hundreds of guests to pick a door, and today, I'm highlighting the best pick a door moments. Victoria was a young mom who just wanted to prove to Bobby that her daughter was his. But I quickly realized that Bobby was a lying, selfish guy. I asked Victoria to choose either herself and her daughter or Bobby's lies. Watch which door she chose.
Me and Victoria have been together for 5 years on and off, and I just have some type of love for her that no matter what happens, I just still keep coming back. I love that woman, man. Like, I really love that woman, but she did me so dirty. I shouldn't. I need to know if she's a liar. I need to know if she's doing things behind my back. I need to know it all, and these results should give me it all. When I was locked up, I found out she was sleeping with other people. There's no telling how many people Victoria slept with while I was away, because everything that comes out of her mouth is a lie. Victoria thinks that I was talking to another female while I was in jail, but I wasn't. I think Victoria created a fake Facebook account in order to cheat on me, so she could accuse me of cheating on her first. Like, no, you cheated first, so that's why I cheated. When in reality, she made up the account. I had nothing to do with that account. And I never talked to this girl, never heard of this girl, never seen this girl. So it's all lies. Since I've been home, I've seen messages on her phone with some guy setting up times and dates to come over to my house when I'm not there. I confronted her and she said that no, they were just high school friends. They grew up together. He's been helping her out with money and other things. My gut is telling me that she's having sex with this guy for money. She's a prostitute. I can't be with no prostitute. That's giving me a bad name in the streets. Victoria was pregnant the first week I've been home, and that's just fishy to me. Because I was gone for 2 months, and it just so happened when I come home, she's pregnant. See, this little girl, I really love her because I feel like I have a connection with her. Me missing her birth killed me. I only got to see her 2 times in 2 years I did. If she's not mine, I'm sorry, but I can't. Like, I can't live with that. If I know for a fact 100% she's mine, I'll give her my all. But then again, if she's not, I gotta walk away. Because I won't be able to stand that pain and that heartbreak of looking at this little girl, knowing she's not mine, and looking at Victoria and knowing that she has someone else's kid. That'll break me.
Okay, so we're making an app. I'm making a meeting.
He knows that when he first went to jail that I was cheating on him. I didn't really think that me and him were in a relationship because, as he said, we were on and off. So I figured since he went to jail, we started talking again maybe like a week before he went back. So when he went to jail, I figured it was still the same thing.
How long did he go to jail for?
This was the time that he went for 2 months.
Oh, for 2 months.
Yeah, and so I was doing me. I did tell him that I slept with 2 people. When he came home, he was willing to put it past us. We was living our life. We was doing good. And the beginning of December, I found out I was 4 or 5 weeks pregnant, and he had doubts in his mind that it was his because of what I did while he was in jail. When I was 7 months pregnant, they had came and the police had arrested him again for the previous charge. The night that he got arrested, his family member had contacted me and told me that he was about to receive oral sex from another girl. When I got there, the police gave me his phone. He was already in the back of the cop car, so I wasn't able to confront him how I wanted to confront him. I didn't believe the family member at first, but when I read the messages through the phone, I played it as I was him, and the girl I was talking to basically gave me all my answers. 2 days later goes by, and
What was that?
That she was going to give him oral sex. That he admitted to it. At first he denied it and he blamed it on a friend. Then I told him, like, if you just tell me the truth, we could work past it. He did. We worked past it. He stayed in jail. I was 17 when I gave birth to my daughter by myself. Probably supposed to be the best experience of my life. One of the worst, because I felt so alone. That I was 16 when I got pregnant. I didn't know if I wanted to have a kid, but I just loved him so much. I wanted to make my family work. I wanted to have a family that I never had. So I still continued on. I raised our daughter all by myself. From August to January, I was 100% loyal to him while he was in jail. I was answering phone calls. I was putting money on his books, sending him 30, 40 pictures a week. Anything he wanted, he got from me. When I came out to PA to visit him, he seen his daughter. He was very emotional the day that he met her. Very emotional. It was a tough time for both of us. About 2-3 weeks later, a girl had inboxed me on Facebook and asked me if I knew him. Me and her started exchanging words. She basically told me that she knows his family members. She listed them by name. She knew me by name. She knew my daughter by name. She told me that he told her that he was in jail because I called the police on him, which wasn't even the case.
And he believes that you made this up.
Yeah. The pictures that go back on this account, there's pictures from 2011. In 2011, I was 13 years old. I didn't even know Bobby then. So, like, the account is a real account, and he thinks that I have something to do with it because after I found out that she told me they were talking, my brain, like, went into defense mode. Like, I printed out screenshots, and I mailed them to him in jail, and I mailed him, like, a letter in disgust, basically, like, a screw you letter, like, you did me wrong, I'm gonna do you wrong. So I was doing me.
So that's a bad letter to get when you're in jail.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. I was doing me. I still loved him, but I was doing me. Like,
and this is after you had your child.
Yeah, this was after I had my child. She was about 4.5, 5 months old at this time. I feel like him denying our daughter hurts more than him calling me a prostitute. Because he missed 1.5 years of her life, and then when he came home, like, my daughter got used to him. Like, he leaves the house, and my daughter, like, bangs on the doors and windows saying, Dad, where are you? And if somebody comes over, the first thing she says, Dad left, or, like, she's getting used to him now, and, like, for him to, like, to deny her, it just, like, it hurts me because I gave up everything for him. Like, my family lives across the country. I'm stuck by myself. Like, I'm stuck with him and my daughter. And I did that to myself because I needed to learn on my own. I wanted to make my family work, but I just feel like him denying her just...
How does he treat her?
They're good. They're good together.
He's good to her?
Yeah, I mean, like, sometimes, like, he, like, torments her, and he wants to play with her, and she doesn't want to play. Yeah, like, they're good together. Like, she does love him. He does love her.
Yeah.
Like, the whole time he was away, the one thing that I always wanted was to just watch him be a dad to her. I had a lot of friends growing up, and now I don't talk to anybody.
I mean, is this what you dreamed of when you were 14? What did you dream of? What did you want when you were 14?
I wanted to go to school and be a lawyer, and then I ended up dropping out in 10th grade, and not going back to get a GED or a high school diploma.
You're 19 years old. Everything that you dreamed of, you can still make come true, because it's not too late for you. You're still very young. But it doesn't come easy, and it doesn't come by continually to make bad decisions. If you want something in your life to be different, you have to affect change, okay? And only you can do it. She seems very mature beyond her years. She's not... Hold on. She's been hurt, overwhelmed, robbed of her childhood, let's say, okay? But she's changed her whole life at a very young age to be with you. And then the other thing is, you hurt her deeply when you deny your child.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't deny my
But you
child.
have that
I'm like 95% sure, because who wouldn't have that?
Bobby,
To
I
the girl
mean,
from social media, did you cheat with her?
No, I didn't. I don't.
When's the last time you've been with another woman other than her?
Too long to remember.
Come on. You're not too old to remember. You're too young to
No, it's
forget.
because I did 2 years in prison.
Okay.
And then
Since you've been out of prison, have you been with anybody else?
No. And
Come on.
no.
I mean,
No,
come on.
You smiling. It's making
Well,
me
because
smile.
I can't even believe that, man.
No, it's because you smiling, and
Yeah.
I'm up here, so I'm smiling.
Yeah.
3-4 days ago, I went through your phone and I seen the messages of all the girls you were talking to on Instagram, and I seen the little escort sites that you was on, and I still,
Escort site.
I'm still here because I don't think that you're physically.
Alright. I can't say too much because I've seen some shit in my state, but, hear me out. I'd never do that again. Jesus Christ, I'd never do that shit again.
physically cheating on me.
Escort sites.
Um,
I don't
you-
need no escort
But
site.
you was asking a girl how much it would be to have oral sex.
No, I wasn't.
Victoria, you came here and took a lie detector test, and we asked you, did you create that social media account in question? You answered no. Are any of those messenger messages fabricated? You answered no. Since Bobby came home, have you exchanged any sex act for anything of value with another male? You answered no. Since Bobby came home, have you had any type of sexual physical contact with any other male besides Bobby? You answered no. Since Bobby came home, have you had sexual intercourse with any other male besides Bobby?
Wait.
You answered no. The results came back the same to each question, and they came back that Victoria told the truth.
I told you. I told
We
you.
knew that already.
Bobby took a lie detector test.
We knew that.
You don't think Bobby's telling the truth?
Fuck no. It's a typical-
So Bobby
Let's
came
do
here and he
like
took a
this.
lie
Come
detector
on now.
test, and we asked him, did you ever communicate in any way with that social media female in question? He answered no. Did you ever personally see that social media female in question? He answered no. Since you came home, have you had sexual physical contact with any other females besides Victoria? He answered no. Since you came home, have you had sexual intercourse with any other females besides Victoria? He answered no.
He lied, didn't
His results came back the same to each question,
he? He lied.
and they came back that Bobby did not tell the
Fucking
truth.
bitch. Come on. It's not even like it.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
What are you? And I mean this in the most respectful way. How are you mad? But you knew this though. Hey man.
You serious?
No, hold on, wait. I'll admit to some of these, but
Which one? No, hold on.
Nigga
Which
said
ones
so.
will you admit
wait,
to?
but this,
Okay, but which ones are the ones that are correct?
these ones up here are not.
Okay, so
About
the
the
ones about
female-
having sex with other females is true.
Hold on, let me get to that. But this, you did the same thing. You seen messages from some girl on Facebook that messaged you saying I was talking to her in jail. You seen it and went and cheated on me. It's the same exact thing.
But since you got out of prison,
Yeah, that's
she
since I got
hasn't
out
been with anybody, and you have. DNA test. He took it because he tells everybody I'm the dad, but to you, when you're fighting, you're a prostitute, you're this, you slept with my friends. You are just a rotten girl, but I love you. I love you. Do people in love say that? It's kind of a funny thing. But you took a DNA test, and the results are you are the father of Victoria's
told you.
2-year-old daughter.
It's still kind of
Hey,
crazy. After the study
it's
of
been
that,
really
you
nice
got-
talking to you, Bobby.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hope you do something with your life, but get the hell off my stage.
I know that me and him
Boot me outside.
messed
Boot
up.
me out back.
Goodbye.
If you're talking about that, boot
I
me
know
out
me
back.
and him
What
messed
y'all
this is all on you now. You said you watched the show and you know what's coming up. You can go out that door and be with Bobby and keep crying. And keep being hurt and keep asking for help to raise your daughter. Or you can turn around and say, you know what?
Fuck Bobby.
I could go out this door, and even if I don't meet anybody, if I'm all by myself, at least I won't hurt myself. I won't disappoint myself. And maybe the door will open where I will meet somebody that wants to be just with me, that will help me with my child, and do everything and be my equal partner. And those are the two doors. That's the Bobby door, and that's the door to hopes and dreams. Nice meeting you. Crystal did what every guy would want. She gave her husband a hall pass to sleep with whoever he wanted. But only while she was in jail. And when she suspected Michael continued to cheat after she came home, things got messy. And I knew it was picador time for this relationship. Watch this.
When I made my mistake, like I went to prison and I did, I made a mistake. I owned up to my actions. I paid my debt to society.
What'd you go to prison for?
Writing bad checks.
Oh.
I
That was something exciting.
Right. No, writing bad checks.
So when writing bad checks, I know that's kind of a serious offense, right?
Right.
And how much time you get for
I
it?
did a year.
Yeah.
A year to the day.
Did they sentence you for a year, or you got more?
First I got probation, and then after probation, I had violated that 3 times, and then the third violation. No. The third violation is when the judge sentenced me to prison. While I was in jail, before I got transferred to prison, I was talking to Michael on the phone, and he told me that he's going to be there for me, and he's not going to leave me. Right, he's going to be there this whole time, and he'll wait for me. He loves me, and
you're not married.
No, we were married.
Oh, you were married?
Yes, we were married when I went to prison, and so I was like, look, I'm going to give you a hall pass. You're a man. You have needs. I'm not going to be there. Go sleep with whoever you want to sleep with. I understand. Okay. I know that sounds so bad.
I'm saying, wow, that's pretty nice of you.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I made the mistake of going away.
But what I'm saying is, wouldn't it torture you while you're in jail, like wondering who he's with?
I asked him not to tell me.
This is a picture from your wedding day.
Oh, yep.
Okay. How long? When did you guys get married?
We got married in 2010.
Okay, 2010. And then when did you go to jail?
I went to prison in 2013.
See, you just don't remind me of a girl that's a jailbird.
I know.
God.
I know.
You're not going to, stab me right now.
No, no, absolutely not.
How's the food?
It was nasty.
Yeah. Everybody says that.
Yeah.
Every person I've ever talked to about prison, I said the food's bad.
Yeah, it was really nasty. Well, if Michael would have been there for me, I would have had money on my commissary.
So he never came visit you?
He never came to visit me.
In the whole year?
The whole year I was there, he never came to see me. He didn't put any money on my account.
Not one time?
Not one time.
So he knows you're in prison.
Yeah.
Like you kiss goodbye, like they're taking you away.
Yeah, and
what does he say to you?
I'll wait for you. I love you. I'll be here for you.
And you said, don't forget about that hall pass I gave you.
You're right. So
he couldn't get you peanut butter.
Yeah, nothing. Like my parents had to support me. Through one of my friends, I had called her and she told me about it, that it was all over Facebook that he was with this girl. So I had called him and I asked him, and he told me that he was, and that they were living together.
My wife told me was, you can sleep with whoever you want.
Just don't get them
pregnant.
pregnant.
Don't get in a relationship and don't get them pregnant.
Exactly.
And he broke both of them.
Exactly.
What a dumbass that guy is.
I guess. And we've been trying to have kids now for 8 years, and I just recently found out that I can't have kids. So finding that out 3 months before I came home.
You found that from like
his sister told me that it was going around his girlfriend's work that she was pregnant.
Right.
And I called him and I confronted him about it and I asked him, and he told me yeah. And nobody understands what it's like to be in prison until you're there. Like, you're so alone in a crowd full of people, and it's like your world stops. Like, everything for me stopped. My relationship stopped. My friendship stopped. Everything stopped But everybody else's world continued to go
Life
on.
goes on.
Exactly. I gave him the ultimatum.
Was he contacting you while you were in prison?
The whole time that I was there, I was working in the kitchen making 13 cents an hour because he didn't send me any money. All the money that I got from working in the kitchen, which was roughly about $22 a month, I put half of that on the phone, which was about $10, and the other $12 I put towards like my needs, like shampoo, conditioner, stuff like that. And that got me like 3 phone calls a month.
And he never sent you 1 cent?
Not 1 cent.
Did he work while he was out?
He did. He had a job pretty much the whole time I was there. Yeah.
I'm going to kick this guy's ass.
I'll admit it.
Really? Seriously?
I'll admit it.
Why?
I'll admit it that I wasn't the best husband, all right? But you left stories apart. You left your parts of your life out. What about the guy that called me and told me that he had slept with you? What happened with that, huh?
When I asked him, what did we do? What did he say? He didn't say nothing.
He doesn't
He didn't
know.
say
Bull
nothing.
smack, because he told
Bull
me,
smack?
you know what we did. Smack.
Oh, bull smack.
He told you. You know what we
Then
did.
why did
That's
he
what
come
said.
right out
He
and say
doesn't
it?
have to say it.
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
He doesn't have to say it.
Did he tell you
Okay.
this when she was in jail?
No. We were all out. And we were all out.
And he comes up to you and goes, hey, I slept with your wife.
Well, no. See, I had heard it from a friend of mine, and then I confronted him. Well, I told him I was at work, and then I had her call, and I was like, all right, well, ask him about that time
You're
that
like
you
on
guys
a
had
three-way,
sex.
right?
Well,
You're-
no, it was her on the phone on speaker.
And he didn't know you were on.
No, he didn't know I was on.
Okay,
So,
that's
like-
right there is a very big move right there.
Well, okay, how much hurt and pain you caused me at the beginning, okay?
Oh!
So therefore, I thought to myself, what am I missing? You know, I thought I was missing something, you know? I thought,
That's
did I
why
deserve?
I gave
did
you
I
a
deserve
hall
Why'd you
pass.
stay married
what
to her
I
if she
got?
hurt you so bad?
Did I deserve
Why'd you
what
stay
I got?
married to her?
Why did you
Because
even get married
even
to
to
me?
the even though we have our bad times, when it's good, it's good.
Okay, so when it's good, it's good. She goes to jail. You don't visit her. You don't send her any money. Because something that she did to you when you first got together.
Well, it can't be that. It happened for 4 years.
And not only that, she goes, while I'm away, sleep with whoever you want. But just don't get anybody pregnant and don't fall in love with them. She's giving you a pass to, like,
Do whatever.
screw 100 chicks.
Do whatever.
Well,
And you
yeah,
did the
I know.
two things
But
I asked you not
why
to
do
do.
I want to go screw 100 chicks and could wind up with a million STDs? And when I can screw.
Did you ever hear
one,
of condoms?
Obviously not.
Okay, Michael came here, and the first thing he did, he stated he sexually touched his wife's friend. Did you know about that? When you say sexually touched her, what does that mean?
She left me alone with a girl, and she was like, all right, have sex with her while I'm gone. I'm going over to the gas station. Have sex with her. Have sex with her. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
I don't remember ever saying that.
Oh, you don't remember that when she was staying
No.
at our apartment?
No, I don't.
Okay, yeah, well, it happened, but still.
Okay.
So, anyways, so she ends up taking off her pants, and I just touched her. That's all. That's
okay,
it.
okay, that's enough. In the last month, we asked him, have you had any sexual activity with the woman you impregnated when Crystal was in jail? He answered no. He told the truth. No applause. Good job. You learned. Since being married, have you had sexual physical contact with more than 5 other women? He said no. He did not tell the truth.
Really? 5?
Since being married, have you had sexual intercourse with more than 4 other women? He said no. He did not tell the truth.
I swear to God.
Oh,
She confessed to cheating on her husband with 1 male since they've been married. Did you know about that? Okay, he knows about it. Besides 1 male, since being married to Michael, have you ever had sexual physical contact with any other men? She answered no. Besides 1 male, since being married to Michael, have you had sexual intercourse with any other men? She answered no. And the results for Crystal's lie detector test is that she told the truth. Honestly, the cheating doesn't even bother me as much as the non-caring that you were rotting away and he bothered to come see you, never made sure you got something to eat, never anything. A year is a long time.
Very long time.
And you know, like the screwing around or whatever, you gave him a pass. I can't, you know, I think that's very generous of you. But I think now that you've been out of jail and the way he's treating you, by the way, you know, not letting her have a cell phone and, you know, controlling her Facebook page and all. If I was her, I would tell you, who are you? Tell me what you've done in your life that you could tell anybody in the world what to do. Who are you? Are you Batman? I don't know about it.
She's the one who chooses to stay.
What?
She's the one who chooses to stay. I've given her
But
out.
what makes you treat another human being, one that loves you, and you say, you can't have this, you can't do that?
Okay.
I'm waiting for the answer. Who are you? You know who you are? You're the guy who's going to get the hell off my stage.
Okay, I'm guessing this all
You are going to close the show and pick a door and say, I'm going back to, what's your husband's name again? Michael. Or I'm going to try to start my life anew. But if you go pick with Michael, I say this. If you go out the door with Michael, I certainly hope that guy grows up and he appreciates what he has.
And that's where I gotta go, Steve.
Good luck to you. Robbie gave me shady vibes from the second. Appreciates what he has.
And that's where I gotta go, Steve.
Good luck to you. Robbie gave me.
Oh, this is. You know what?
Shady vibes from the second he opened his mouth. I knew something was off when he.
Nah. I gotta say something, cause what? Then what was the point of going on the show? Just so for motherfuckers to be in y'all business? Cause I hate people that do that. Like, if you gonna go back with the same motherfucker, there was no reason for y'all to come all the way to a show to tell the world y'all business just for you to go back to the exact same shit that you was already doing before we even knew who y'all was. It's just a trigger.
Swore he was faithful to Brienne, but when the results came out, I knew I needed to ask Brienne which door she would pick. Take a look.
I'm desperate to find out if my boyfriend's cheating on me or not. If he is cheating, I'm gonna be heartbroken, alone, scared. I love him so much. He means the world to me. 3 years ago, I was pregnant with 2 babies, and I didn't even know. When I was 5.5 months pregnant, I had to give birth to a stillborn. About a month and a half later, I started having pains. I went to the emergency room. They proceeded to tell me that I had another child inside me, and that I would have to stay in the hospital and be on bed rest. A couple hours later, I gave birth to our son. He was little, fragile, and the doctors didn't think he was going to make it. He was in the incubator for a month and a half before I could hold him for the first time. And that's when women started calling my phone and asking to talk to Robbie. The woman on the phone wanted me to put it on speaker so that Robbie could hear. She told him to stop lying to me, tell her the truth, tell her I've been coming over there when she leaves to go to work. He claimed he didn't know who this person was, and he hung the phone up. He had to have known who this person was. They knew about me, my children. So I started going through his pockets, his work bags, the car. One day I found nail polish in his car, hair products, receipts for women's clothing, and I started finding long black hairs. I have blonde hair, there's no way it can be mine. I needed to find some sort of evidence. So one day I went online, I typed in our city and our zip code, and I found a picture of my boyfriend on local dating and sex websites. My heart dropped into my stomach. I didn't want to believe that was him. The picture looked just like him. It looked as if he was wearing my snow hat and sunglasses, almost like he was trying to disguise himself. I don't even want to leave the house anymore because I'm afraid that he'll bring someone back. I'm afraid that I'll come back and all my things will be outside. I don't feel pretty enough. I don't feel smart enough. When I look in the mirror, I just see worthlessness. I need to know if he's cheating, if he has cheated, if he's been on dating sites, if he's spending money on other women. If he fails, I'm gonna be crushed.
I need to put all this to rest, all these accusations, all this me cheating, it's never happened.
It's never happened.
I need it to stop. I can't take this emotional strain anymore.
How long you been with Brianna?
I've been with her 4 years.
4 years, that's a long
4
time.
years.
So when did the problems start beginning in your relationship?
Well, it all started back when I was, when my son was first born, I got a job, working fast food, wasn't much, but I put in double, triple hours, 70, 80 hours a week, okay? There's no time for me to do nothing like that, you know what I mean? She don't believe I'm working those hours, but I'm bringing the paycheck home to support my hours.
But how come she finds receipts for women's clothing, nail polish, women's hair in your car?
Well, all that, this is job transition now. I went from fast food to being a home renovation. That's my line of work
You're
now.
dressed like a woman, or?
No. I empty out all these abandoned vacated houses. My boss buys them out. We go in there, we renovate them. There's trash in there. I even work in houses the tenants currently live in. They have to get relocated so I can present all of them.
So you take the women's things out of the house?
I have to clean.
Why would you take a woman's receipt?
Oh, well, there's receipts on the ground, Steve. When I go into a house, I have to leave it cleaner than the way I found it.
Weren't you throwing it in the garbage?
Well, no, not if the garbage is around.
What about the women calling her?
The women calling her? The only thing I could think of is it's my exes or people in my family that don't necessarily like her, and they're setting us up to fail. That's the only thing I could think of. I've got some jealous women in my past.
Because you're one good-looking guy.
I am good-looking.
I gotta be honest, your story makes no sense at all.
You want me to start from the beginning?
No. I got a headache. Never cheated.
I have never cheated.
Not even a smooch.
Not even a smooch.
A peck.
You know what? There was one incident where I had an ex approach me, and you know what? I actually pushed her away from me. I haven't told Brianna about this.
Get off me!
I told her I'm in a committed relationship. I got 2 kids with a newborn at home. I don't want to mess around. That's not me anymore.
How's your ex look?
She looks all right.
Say your ex looked good?
I've never cheated on you.
And that's not you in the photo?
To be fair, he didn't say good. He said all right. He did say all right. Yes, sir.
No, that's not me.
That's not you in the photo. It's
no,
not.
That ain't me. Bring it up again, Steve.
You wanna bring it
up?
up?
Not me.
That's you.
Look at this.
That's
Look
not
at
you?
Look at this. Look at this.
That's not your scar? That's not your scar?
Look at that dude's
That's
lip.
not your scar?
His lip.
That's not your
He's
scar?
got a lump on the lip. That
Do
is
you
not
see this,
me.
Steve? Do you see the scars
That
on
is
his
not
nose?
me.
Do you see the scar? Do you see this? That picture.
Not me, Steve.
Listen, this
Not
picture
me,
got
Steve.
uploaded and it got
Ain't
messed
happening.
up because of the quality of the picture.
It could be you.
Not
This
me.
is the
Not
scar.
me. Look, his beard
You
ain't
have a
even full
permanent-
like mine is.
Neither
Look
do
at that.
you. Right here. Right here. Look at the scar.
I'm talking about the mustache to the goatee. That ain't
You
me.
see the scars on the nose. You have the exact same scars on the nose.
No,
That's my snow hat.
He finds all these women products. Does he ever give them to you?
No,
was
I
a fi-
found it in the car, and then he told me he found it for me. And I said, no, you would have gave it to me. Oh, I forgot it was in
I
there.
forgot. You know what I do in a day? I'm running around town.
Oh, dude, you're going up in flames.
Man.
Do you, in your heart,
You
believe...
do. You act like I don't matter. You act like I have no feelings. When I had the
I
baby,
can't
you said
act
postpartum does
like
not
I
exist.
I can't begin to care when I'm constantly being friggin' dragging in the ground.
How do you
man.
think
I'm
I
putting
felt?
my head in the dirt
How do you
every day, all day. Doubt's coming left and
How do you
right
think I
towards
feel?
me.
I have your
I'm
family
not
coming
trusted
over, and you're telling
whatsoever.
me my family's
And
leaving
you want
clothes
me
in
to
the
make
house
you feel good
to
when I
make
don't
you
feel
leave
good.
me.
I can't do that. I
he
cannot be a
feels-
good man if you're not a good woman, man.
Oh, you're thinking she's
I'm not a
cheating?
good woman?
I take it back. I'm sorry.
Yeah, take it back.
I don't mean that. I don't mean that.
Robin came here and took a lie detector test, and we asked him, while in a relationship with Brianna, did you create any profiles on dating or hookup sites? You answered no. While in a relationship with Brianna, have you had any sexual physical contact with anyone else? You answered no. While in a relationship with Brianna, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone else?
Nope.
He answered no. The results came back the same to each question that we asked him, and they came back that Robbie did not tell the truth. I love the range of emotions with this guy. Oh,
Dude, it ain't no range of
baby,
emotions.
baby, I love you. I'd do anything for you.
Did you?
How come you're not in the kicking position for me?
I wouldn't come on this show if I'm lying to you, man. I don't know what happened with that.
Fake tears coming out. I love it.
But just 5 minutes ago, bro was cracking jokes. It ain't funny no more, is it?
Just tell me the truth.
I can't tell you nothing. I don't know, dude. I can't tell you something happened. I really can't.
Listen, why don't we keep this real simple? Are you cheating on her?
No, Steve.
Have you ever cheated on her?
I have never cheated
You know
on
what? You know what? I'll say this. Just listening to it, I don't get a lot of time to spend with my guests, but you do seem like a really sweet, honest person, and just being your gut will tell you the truth.
I knew I wasn't pretty enough. I'm never good enough for nobody.
You know what? Why do you...
Don't say that. As a woman, you should never say that again. When did this come up? I don't even know. But, you don't have to change your feet. The world can change your heart. No star, see you're beautiful. You're a star, you're beautiful.
You know what? You know, hey, Mr. Slim Shady, I'm done with you. Get the hell off my stage. Let me tell you something. You're one of the most beautiful women we've ever had on the show. I bet you when this show airs, there's going to be 1 million guys who are going to be with you.
I don't understand though.
What?
He works every day.
So what? He treats you like... You know, if you have to go through life sticking through bushes and
Wait.
climbing through your backyard, you're in the wrong relationship.
Look.
So,
I had to know for my children.
okay, and you know what? There's a lot of women watching this show at home, and they might be in the same situation as you are, and you have to have the guts to make the right decision. So if you ever think that you're going to go be with Mr. Slim Shady back there, then go be with him. But I want you to have the strength and the courage to go out that way and say, you know what? I'm starting my own new life.
Where you going, Brittany? Don't piss me off, Brittany. Where you going, Brittany?
Be an inspiration to 1 million women.
I feel like they should be doing that shit for the show and shit. And it'd be like, once they go out that door, they like meet up backstage and shit, then go out the back door. Hey man, I could be wrong though.